So real or fake? Let's see if these are some supernatural entities caught on camera. Let's check them out.
The unexplained paranormal experiences of a former security guard.
We know that the legendary Bigfoot is indigenous to the Pacific Northwest, but it is far from the only enigmatic hominid said to walk the earth.
All new at 5, spooky security camera footage.
Yeah, a Metro Atlanta mom says it actually shows her son's ghost.
Be it humans behaving abnormally or the sudden appearance of supernatural entities, there is a lot that goes unnoticed until it doesn't. Stick around to find out some of the things that were caught on camera, which otherwise no one would have believed it to be true.
Stop.
TikToker stunned. A TikToker that was exploring an old and abandoned convent in an undisclosed location north of England when she and the recorder noticed a small group of people that were all inclined onto each other in a circle, with them being stationary constantly, just as they started to record their content.
Wait, what? Annie.
First of all, how do you not notice that? Y'all gotta be better at being aware of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Before you create your little TikToks.
Despite getting closer to investigate, the group didn't even flinch or react in any way to their presence. Either this was a ritual in the works or some serious case of hypnosis that froze them all.
My God.
Feisty old-timer. During an early morning drive, this man was trying to figure out directions using GPS on his phone, when suddenly, an old lady started to confront him aggressively in an unprovoked manner.
What are you doing?
Go away.
Oh yeah, she a witch. You can't convince me otherwise. She got the sound, she got the look, everything about her says witch to me.
Get away from me.
According to the driver, there was something disturbingly strange, incoherent, and unnatural about this old woman. She approached randomly and had an energy resembling a non-player character.
Get away from me.
Railroad apparition. Seeing the presence of this apparition figure shows that something tragic occurred here. A engine driver noticed a shadow figure of something that was in human form as it hovered its way through the tracks, being partially above the ground. During the encounter, the recording and electronic devices suddenly started to have glitches in a way that blocked it from getting a closer and clearer picture. Ghost from the crypt. Having to see a troubled figure coming out of a crypt in the dead of the night is the last thing anyone would want to see. A groundskeeper in Manuga, Nicaragua was working late on the night of the 30th of September 2023 when a ghostly figure suddenly emerged from the entryway of the crypt and looked to be in panic. Within a matter of seconds, the ghostly figure disappeared after moving past a nearby pillar. According to the recorder, this ghostly figure looked to be pulled away towards the pillar. Many believe that this was the Mexican vengeful ghost named La Llorona.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe that one's real. But if I'm walking across and that comes out and I'm walking by myself in the middle of the night and this happens to come out, I'm still running. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna run.
Chucky Island. Now let's fly to Mexico's island of the dolls. Sounds like something straight from a horror flick, right? No concrete buildings, no electricity, just wooden structures and dolls. Sinister, right? Local legend tells a haunting tale about this tiny island just south of Mexico City. Back in 1950, tragedy struck as a little girl met a tragic fate. She drowned. Don Julian Santabara, a local man, attempted to save her, but sadly, his efforts were in vain. They say he could still hear her cries long after her passing. Now, here's where it gets seriously spooky. For years, John Julian reportedly found dolls every time he ventured outside. Some say he hung them up as a tribute to her memory, while others believe it was to keep evil spirits at bay. But regardless of the reason, he created a chilling, doll-filled landscape, a sight that would give anyone goosebumps.
Now, if I go out in my front yard and start doing this type of stuff, they're sending me to jail. Or better yet, a padded room.
Haunted trolley. A supermarket employee was heading home after a long day's work when he came across a bizarre ghostly encounter. The trolley that happened to be there and became the tool of the trade suddenly turned around and started to move towards him seconds after he passed by.
Oh, I'm coming for you. And you said I'm on the car.
Now, if you have ever moved a trolley over the road, you know it takes much more effort than just casually slipping exactly towards the worker and striking his vehicle accurately.
And look, it misses that one, and he swerved right into it.
This was an incident of determination rather than a mere coincidence. Paranormal Activity Pub. In January 2022, the owner of the Black and Grey pub in Morpeth, Northumberland, reported spooky occurrences after numerous reports from the staff that fear working alone due to alleged paranormal activity. The owner decided to have the incident caught on camera. One of the two sisters who run the pub raised the pin, which was said to spin quite often in her hand, leaving them surprised and terrified as well after something grabbed it before spinning it and tossing it on the ground. Hostile spirit. Videos capturing phenomena beyond conventional scientific explanation have emerged. A university student burning the midnight oil near his hotel encountered a paranormal figure walking on the rooftop during the night. Hindered by inaccessibility, the recorder couldn't approach for a closer look. Another student from a different hotel reported a similar sighting shortly after lights out. These unexplained occurrences have stirred intrigue, leaving witnesses perplexed by the mysterious and eerie events, adding an aura of the supernatural to the campus environment. Angel of 9/11. On the morning of September 9, 2016, two colossal beams pierced the night sky of New York, honoring the 15th anniversary of 9/11.
Two powerful lights soar into the air as a tribute to lives lost on 9/11.
But here's the twist. Within those beams, a mysterious shape was seen, which caused sparking debates far and wide. Some insist it's an angelic sighting, while non-believers calling it a hoax. However, meet Rich McCormick, the person who captured this video.
And when I logged in, I kept on logging, I said, wow, this is amazing.
He vouches for the authenticity of this video. According to him, it's not a mirage, but the actual presence of Jesus Christ. Whether divine intervention or a mind-bending illusion, this celestial cameo has left everyone in a collective head-scratching conundrum. Parking lot goblin. A man who was visibly nervous aimed his camera under parked cars. Suddenly, as the lens pans, it shows an unsettling sight. A genuine goblin running across the parking lot. Just one look at the creature is enough to realize how spooky his whole appearance is. The goblin tries to crawl.
I think I'm more spooked out about why a man is randomly just taking his camera and looking under parked cars. That is a little bit more spooky than whatever this thing here was.
All beneath a car, showcasing its otherworldly existence before vanishing into the inky darkness. What makes this video authentic is the fact that it was captured in Arizona, and the person who saw it had actually been on a hunt for a goblin for more than a month. The recorded proof of this unearthly encounter left every viewer dumbfounded, raising questions about the existence of mystical beings hiding in plain sight. Faceless woman. In Delhi, there's this eerie tale buzzing about a faceless ghost lady haunting DTC buses. This video showcases a cop confronting a woman on one of the buses in the greater metro area, demanding to see her face. Her chilling reply is, "I don't have a face." Creepy, right? Now, at a West Delhi bus stop, someone stumbles upon a headless woman in her 30s hidden in an airbag. Just imagine the shock. This spooky find adds a horrifying twist to the story. Who's this ghostly woman that was either just taking a means of transport or perhaps wanted the bus to be part of her new haunted territory?
Let's see, y'all thought it was y'all thought it was just the subways that get crazy. No, the buses are wild too, man. The buses can get very, very wild.
Here is TikTok recording. In this latest TikTok video, timestamped around 4 a.m., a woman was recording her husband entering an apartment when some type of supernatural entity randomly showed up that seemed like a woman in a flowing white dress with hair dancing in the wind, just chilling nearby. The couple are too spooked to get closer, and naturally out of concern for their safety, they bolt out of there. The entire incident, since it was caught on camera, left viewers stunned as well, with it leaving behind more questions than answers. England's eerie encounter. A peaceful family home in Manchester turned creepy when they started hearing weird voices inside, enough to give anyone the shivers. Not wasting a second, they rushed outside for safety, and that's when things got really strange.
But it's inside now. Chuck it on the window there.
Whatever seemed to be the source of this mysterious sound appeared in one of their windows. Here's the kicker. While they're freaking out, telling the tale, there's this eerie music playing in the background. With the figure in the top window disappearing, only to pop.
At this point, he could have the house. Matter of fact, all he had to do was just tell me he wanted. He could have it. It was that easy. Him showing up like this, he ain't even have to do all of that, bro. He could have just told me he wanted the house if that's how bad he wanted, because I ain't going back in there.
Up in different spots like it's haunting them. To top it off, this unsettling black shadow seems to have the ability to teleport, leaving the whole family terror-stricken. Terrifying visitant. Alone with his loyal dog, a man's peaceful night took a horrifying turn. Caught on camera, a pair of hands pounds on his glass door, but there's no visible body.
Leave. Stop.
When light pierces the darkness, the mysterious hands vanish, only to reappear, tormenting him. He goes outside to look, but there's no one there. This hair-raising incident defies explanation. What do you think was going on? Mysterious night visitor. Now get this, at 4:24 a.m. in Woodland Hills, a guy on surveillance cameras was up to something bizarre. He was posting religious stuff on cars and taping it to mailboxes.
A man approaches a Woodland Hills home and then tucks a pamphlet into the handle of the Honda.
Now here's the twist. The neighborhood was dealing with more break-ins. So is this guy a superhero spreading good vibes, or a cult member desperately trying to lure people in for some satanic ritual?
He's just apparently leaving his religious pamphlets all over the neighborhood, which I guess is fine.
It really sounds like a real-life mystery movie in the quiet streets.
Like, that is not a smart or safe thing to do these days in time, bro. You just don't walk up on somebody's house unannounced and sticking stuff in their car. Yeah.
Witchcrafting hut. Back in 2013, Simon Gregory, who was out for a stroll in the wooded part of Detroit and stumbled upon a spooky structure made of sticks, mud, and dirt. Goosebumps, right? It looked like something out of a ritual or a seriously creepy DIY project. What's crazier is that it gets weirder. Out of nowhere, a woman covered in sticks and mud zooms past, rocking an all-black ensemble. If that's not a witch, I don't know what is. Incredible jailbreak. Now, hold tight for this jaw-dropping scene straight out of an action movie. A clever convict pulled off a Houdini-style escape from a jail yard, scaling walls, maneuvering over razor wire, and leaping off roofs. I mean, seriously, with only the security camera having to see it all. Watch in disbelief as this guy navigates the walls like he's out for a casual stroll, reaching the rooftop in a matter of seconds. After all, the hard days spent in dedication for wall climbing finally paid off. Witchcrafting? High up on a mountain, this witchy figure was caught doing some sort of ritual that's equal parts insane and hilarious. I mean, we're talking wild arm movements and dance moves that'll make any TikToker feel irrelevant. Now, either this witch has got moves that would leave anyone surprised, or just it is possessed or something. According to some of the viewers, this could possibly be a case of the witch overwhelmed by the power of witchcrafting.
Okay.
Real life Sleepy Hollow. This video from November 2019 was caught on a GoPro camera around 1 a.m. somewhere near Rajanar in Bangalore, India. where a biker literally noticed a headless woman walking down the road. He further added having witnessed paranormal incidents twice before as well in the last 6 years, only this time when he saw this thing from far, he fortunately also happened to have a camera that was recording as a leverage against hit by car scammers. This thing disappeared into thin air the minute he turned back to look at it. Spiritual energy wave. The recent Lana Del Rey concert in August 2023 wasn't just another concert, but one that is believed to have some supernatural energy involved in it. During the concert, a very large chunk of crowd suddenly started to collapse randomly. Although many believe that this domino falling incident was largely based on people losing balance and falling, others believe that this actually was a sudden strong blow of spiritual energy wave coming from the concert. Consciousness timed out. A moment that was caught on camera dating back to September 2021 shows a customer who randomly froze indefinitely while placing an order at Burger King. A customer that was awaiting his turn
froze, or maybe, possibly, might have had a little too much to drink. And the only reason I say that, because I recognize that stance. My own self, as I've been in that spot before. I've been in that predicament a time or two, or maybe more.
Shared this incident and reported that this man was behaving just like any non-player character in a video game after coming under the very strong influence of skoma addiction and remained stationary like this for several minutes without even getting tired of the pose.
In this line about 5 minutes, that dude was just 5 minutes. I thought.
Giveaway.
Listen, dude done fell asleep and got comfortable standing like that while falling asleep. That's impressive.
Gone wrong. Forget the usual responses of accepting a giveaway or politely declining. In this wild scenario, a guy was out to make a splash, giving away free cash to strangers in a publicity stunt. Everything seems ordinary until he gets hit with an unexpected twist. He approaches a passerby, practically shoving free money at her.
Hello, madam. I want to give you some free cash. Free cash, $5 for you.
But instead of gratitude, she channeled her inner demons. Something mysterious happens with the woman. She seems to turn into a zombie-like state and surprises everyone with a dragon-like roar.
Free cash, $5 for you. No catch.
No one has any idea what caused her outburst. Was she possessed? Talk about an unexpected turn.
Well, that was the reaction.
Roadside warrior timed out. Moving on, we had this mysterious character who either seemed to be possessed by a strange energy or was just in the midst of an extremely long and challenging staring contest. Standing on the side of the road in a zombie-like state with nothing that happened around him budged him even a little bit until one of the buses came inches closer that actually seems to have snapped him back to reality. In response, the man erupts by showing intimidation and hurling insults before walking away in sim-like fashion, like he is being controlled by a higher power. Do you think he's from another planet like K-Pax? The Witch of Del Rey. In Detroit's Del Rey, the infamous Rosa Vera, a Hungarian immigrant, was rumored to possess scary powers. Her boarding house gained notoriety as 12 mysteriously perished under her roof. In 1931, she was arrested, earning the infamous title Witch of Del Rey. A video surfaced supposedly capturing eerie sounds from her abandoned house.
The house appears abandoned.
The cameraman hints at a ghostly sighting. A figure lurking from the window. Is it the witch's spirit or a hoax? Let me know in the comments. Brooklyn's Midnight Creep. Our next stop is Brooklyn, New York. At 1:08 a.m., total weirdness unfolds. A guy, possibly high or just out of his mind crazy, decides to play roadblock in the middle of the street.
Easy guy that just popped up in front of my car out of nowhere.
He can be seen standing right in front of a car, refusing to budge. What's more, he trailed the car for a whole minute like some eerie shadow. Cue the cops! They swoop in and haul the enigmatic character away.
NYPD is on the scene.
I don't know what y'all expect. The song told y'all the freaks come out at night. Look what time it is, fam. And he's out.
Responding to my call. I don't know what he's doing.
Just another night in Brooklyn, where even the late night road becomes a stage for the downright bizarre. Mysterious levitation. In this scene, a young woman encircled by concerned men appears to transcend the laws of gravity. Probably possessed by otherworldly forces, watch as she defies the order of nature by levitating in air. The people around us are in disbelief, struggling to bring her back to Earth. These men struggle with an inexplicable force, showcasing that even the individuals are caught in the grip of supernatural powers. Is she under the influence of some higher entity, or is this a sinister dance with an odd gravitational force? It all remains a mystery. Bigfoot sighting. Shared on Facebook by a user named Jade, this video features a mysterious dot in the snowy mountains of an unknown location. The cameraman claims this dot to be the mighty Sasquatch, commonly known as Bigfoot. Upon zooming in, it becomes evident that this creature is substantial in size, standing at least 13 to 14 feet tall in relation to the trees. It sports a thick coat of black fur, a characteristic often associated with Bigfoot sightings. What's particularly eerie is that this Bigfoot appears to be standing still, waiting for something or someone. This discovery has left local residents with a newfound awareness that something scary and potentially harmful shares their environment. Motorcycle swim commute? The internet is buzzing over this mind-boggling clip shared by Motor Octane on Twitter, showing a man riding his motorcycle straight into and through a river. The video captures this daredevil descending into the river, seemingly cruising through the water, then finally reaching his destination. The reason behind this extremely weird action is unknown, but there's one thing for sure. No sane person acts this way. One comment quips about the incredible story this guy will tell his kids, how he used to bike swim his way to the office. Ghostly of Sanatoria. Inside the halls of Sanatoria Fenicio, a bizarre scene unfolded which was recorded by the security cameras. The recording showed a lone guard interacting with nothing that was visible soon after opening the doors, gesturing and seemingly chatting with thin air. The head of the security and pretty everyone else concerned scratched their heads trying to make sense out of all this.
Now, he definitely need a vacation. When you start talking to things that ain't there and different and like really leaning into it, yeah. Bro, I need a vacation. Badly.
Was it a cheeky prank by the guard to give his colleagues the creeps during a late night shift? Or does he genuinely encounter a ghostly visitor, so much so that they even got along?
He's overworked.
Mirror mystery. This curious kid faces a mind-bending moment captured in a low-quality video. As she peers into the mirror, everything seems ordinary until she turns away. Her reflection stays put, still facing the mirror, defying logic. The mysterious authenticity of this puzzling incident raises questions. Who is this child, and where did she come from? The video has sparked curiosity and sent shivers, leaving viewers questioning the boundaries of reality in this peculiar encounter. Hallway ghostly cries. If you thought the last video was scary, this one will literally have you gasping for air. Spook noises echoing through a hallway pique John's curiosity. As they investigate, the cries intensify near a closed door, sending shivers everywhere. With trembling hands, they gather their courage to open it, and there she is, a ghostly girl weeping on the floor. The haunting encounter leaves the person stunned. But what happened next remains a mystery. The ghost girl certainly seems to have been meaning to haunt the recorder. Terrifying pursuit. This is what it can come down to when the parents fail to safeguard their children. In Northern California, a young girl, alone and walking, found herself being tailed by a car that was slowing down.
Young girl being followed by a suspicious car right in broad daylight.
Surveillance footage from Vacaville reveals the alarming moment when the girl notices the car tailing her, and she reacts by hiding behind a pickup truck, attempting to evade or at least get out of sight before sprinting away to safety.
She then hides behind a pickup truck there, trying to dodge the car before running away.
The community was shaken by the event, and they emphasized the need for vigilance, cautioning against trusting strangers.
The world we live in, you never can trust anybody, really.
However,
like, what do you teach your kids to do in that situation? Start screaming. Scream out loud, yell, holler, all that type of stuff like that. Create a scene so people can hear and come to your aid and rescue.
The investigators weren't able to find the driver and released this footage in hopes for some information. The Guardian of Hampton. Winter 2003 witnessed some chilling events at Hampton Court Palace, UK. Over 3 consecutive days, security encountered a mysterious occurrence near Clock Court. The fire door forcefully swung open on 2 days, leaving confused staff with no explanation. But the eerie turn of events took a supernatural twist. CCTV captured the doors flinging open, followed by a ghostly figure calmly closing them on the second day. However, on the third day, neither the ghost nor the door's strange behavior recurred, leaving everyone scared but confused. The unsettling footage and visitor accounts led to widespread media attention, drawing reports worldwide from India to Peru. The mysterious figure even earned the nickname Skeletor. Clinton Road's spooky encounter. Back in 2016, YouTube sensation Mo Sargi took on Clinton Road, filming 30 minutes of spooky exploration of the forest. Little did he know the twist awaiting him. Just as they wrapped up filming, a masked man with a knife emerged, catching them off guard.
No. Lock the door, lock the door, lock the door! What's he doing? The doors are locked, the doors are locked.
Panic surged as the masked person approached from behind, caught on Mo's back camera without his...
I'm gonna tell you why this isn't real, and y'all like, yeah, we know. We already know. But either way, you see that in your camera, you're either, if it's in your front camera, you're hitting the gas going forward, running over, or if it's the back camera, you're putting it in reverse, and he'll never do that again. Like, come on, fam.
Hesitation, Mo floored the car, fleeing the chilling scene.
Oh my God, what the freak? Oh my God! Whoa, whoa!
While the masked man just stood there, standing without any expression. Spooky encounter. In a chilling paranormal investigation at California's Barton Mansion back in 2001, something mysterious happened. While exploring, an investigator stumbled upon a massive figure suddenly illuminated by his flashlight in a doorway. The sudden shock was enough to send him running for the hills. People are debating whether it was a clever disguise or something more paranormal. Regardless, the investigator's terrified reaction became the highlight. It's always the low-quality videos that really capture the essence of ghosts. Vancouver harrowing encounter. Jamie Couts recounts a chilling ordeal where a strange man closely followed her for over half an hour in Vancouver, filming the unsettling encounter. She noted her stalker seemed unfazed by the camera. Couts regrets not calling the police, but focused on finding safety amid the stress of the moment.
Do you mind if I sit with you guys? This guy's literally been following me in circles 40 minutes and I've been recording it.
She did report the incident to Vancouver authorities, and there was also an investigation into this alarming incident. The haunting dash cam. Imagine cruising down a dark, creepy road lit only by your headlights. Creepy enough, right? But hold on, it gets even spookier. The dash cam captures it all. A ghostly white figure floating across the road, heading straight into the woods, and poof, vanishing into thin air. I mean, talk about a ghostly crosswalk moment. It's the kind of stuff that gives you goosebumps and makes you question what's really out there in the dead of the night. Oddly tempted man. Either this guy was high on something or was just trying to intimidate a supernatural entity that only he is capable of seeing. This video showcases a man who seems to be as if he is locked in an epic battle, The fact that he has his eyes locked with the air and keeps on having a handy confrontation proves that there actually was something around, if he was already not influenced by it. Aside from the other few possible explanations, could it be that it was just another non-player character that was glitching out in the Matrix? Solo biker's mysterious encounter. Now let's take a thrilling ride into the unknown. This video captures a solo biker's journey on a really creepy road. Along the way, there's an unexpected encounter with a beady marama, a beloved tradition in Western Ghats villages. As the biker cruises through a mysterious and dimly lit area, two statues on the roadside catch the spotlight. They might seem ghostly, but they're actually part of local rituals. Yet encountering these statues during late-night rides? Definitely enough to send shivers down your spine. This may not be supernatural. However, this cultural custom paints an intriguing and mysterious picture of India's northern areas. Ghostly swing.
I want to hear more about that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Like, that one has me intrigued.
Scotty Denton took his kids to a playground, but sinister swings kept them in the car. This video shows that all swings stayed motionless, except one wildly swaying on its own. Look at this, no wind, but that's moving, Denton states in his Facebook video. His son questions ghosts while the video hitting 5.7 million views.
I mean, maybe someone pushed it and just went away, but where were they going?
Triggers diverse theories. Some thought that he edited the whole thing, but Denton still defends it, proving no tricks in a follow-up.
We're at the playground, and the kids don't want to go anymore because look at this. This is real. Look at.
Who blames them? I wouldn't want to go either. Ain't no wind out there.
All who say it swings all the time, it still, comment suggests foul play or paranormal activity. What do you think is the reason behind it? Gates of Heaven. Tavares Brinson, heading home from work one Friday morning, witnessed what he describes as a biblical event, the gates of heaven opening up. As he cruised through Bradenton, Florida, a striking white beam pierced the dark clouds, leaving him awestruck, convinced it was a spiritual moment.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Footage captured this out-of-this-world light shining down, completely contrasting with the pitch-black sky. However, here's where things get twisty. Some folks claim it wasn't a divine revelation, but rather the result of a SpaceX rocket launch, blasting off some 150 miles away, just moments before this ethereal sight. Broomstick Wonder. In another witch sight video, it's crystal clear that a witch is zooming through the skies on a broomstick. It all started when the person behind the camera heard some noise in the woods. Being curious, or maybe just a bit brave, decided to investigate. Lo and behold, there it was. A witch cruising through the air like she's off to celestial gathering or something. It's not every day you catch someone commuting via broomstick to the moon, right? Talk about a magical sight. Witness the witchy wonders here. Dobie.
Whoever edited that could have did a better job. Much, much better job.
Like Ghost. Here is another video, but this time it's a home security cam that captures something mind-boggling. A little white ghost that could easily pass as Dobby from Harry Potter strolling in. This little fella enters through the main gate, making its way to the porch, creeping along cautiously, trying not to disturb the dog. I mean, why are all dogs so afraid of ghosts? It's like a scene straight out of a magical mystery. Ghostly visits sure do come with an unexpected courtesy these days, right? The Masked Man. Moving on, we have an encounter with the Masked Man. A YouTube channel named Homesteading Off the Grid shared a spine-tingling video. In the dead of night, the camera captures a man wearing a horrifying mask crawling on his knees through the forest. The bizarre footage garnered widespread attention, leaving viewers baffled. Why was this masked figure wandering alone in the dark woods? And what was his intent? Speculations are running wild as viewers grapple with this unsettling enigma. Encounter in the forest. In the heart of Emerson County Forest, a young couple ventured into the wilderness. What seemed like a peaceful evening turned sinister after what their camera captured. As they strolled along, they heard something really mysterious and scary. Do you see that?
You see that? Right there. Look.
Oh my God.
One whispered, pointing at a shadow lurking in the trees. Their gazes fixated, trying to make sense of the situation and decipher the obscure figure. The other person says, I don't like this.
I don't like this.
Suddenly, a scary screech echoes, giving them goosebumps. As they fled the area, the camera captured their frantic escape. Did they cross paths with the legendary Wendigo? Nothing else can explain this footage. It's time for today's open discussion. Ever seen what it looks like to summon a ghost? If you haven't, you are in luck. This is what it looks like. A group of 4 guys with an odd...
They look like that dude back in the Burger King restaurant, don't they?
...stance, bending and gazing skyward close to the abandoned warehouse areas. They are either possessed in a zombie-like state or just trying to summon a ghost. If it's the last thing, it might just give the impression they're about to summon a whole armada to conquer Earth. In their possessed state, the motivation they possess to pull off this supernatural feat is rather extraordinary.